My name is Sanjay Gupta, and I'm the Chief Architect for Shared Services Forum, the organization that is conducting the session today and has been doing this for a while. So just one logistics question, which I think is a very, very standard feature, doesn't also have to be told. Those of us who have conference calls coming in later in the day and don't want to miss their presence in the session may want to just put their phones on silent and keep their one ear plugged on. But I've just put my phone on silent, so if there is a buzzing on the phone, it can only be my wife. So once again, welcome to this forum. And let me just take a minute to introduce the forum to those of you who are coming in for the first time. Shared Services Forum was introduced for the first time in the year 2011. And it's been 6 years that we've run this organization. Progressively over the years, the organization has grown many-fold, and there are so many newer things and more exciting things that we do every year to promote some of our objectives, some of the aims. For starters, we carry out sessions like these. We call them the annual Shared Services Conclave. Progressively over the years, the conclaves have grown in maturity and have created more and more buzz in the business world of business services. This is the 6th year we're running such a conclave, and the quality of discussions, the quality of papers presented on such conclaves have progressively and steadily increased. We have had the privilege of hosting at least 600 to 650, maybe 700 delegates, people like you. This number will get added by the count that we find today, and that's the number of people that we've already hosted, and they have come and attended our various conclaves. We have had at least 50 odd very senior leaders walk up here on the stage, make their cases, talk to the people, give their views, make case presentations, etc. More than 35 cases, specific business cases, have been picked up over the last 6 years. They have been discussed threadbare. Questions have been asked about them. They have been, sort of any clarifications that have been required, those have been given. We have also recognized some of the pioneers in the industry. 4 pioneer leaders have been recognized over the last 6 years as people who have made a significant contribution to the business services industry in the world. Many organizations who have done extremely well in creating the industry into what it is today has been recognized for their services, at least 21 different companies. By the way, all the numbers will get added as the day progresses today, because there are all of these that continue to happen as the day comes. In addition to the conclaves, etc., there are various other things that the forum does. The forum has actually created a journal called the Process Edge Journal. This journal, as the name suggests, is a journal. It's a contributory journal on how the people deal with different process situations and how they have been able to manage various aspects, whether it is leadership aspect or business or service delivery aspect of the business services industry. In addition to that, there have been many research papers that the forum has published, 5 research papers. Every one of them have been the first of its kind publications. The first publication we came out, in fact, we are so proud of that publication, we still quote it liberally, is the inflection point, which is the short form that we use for that book. We published that in 2013. We haven't ever looked back after that. We do leadership sessions, which I missed talking about, which are actually shorter versions of a program like these. This one happens to be a day-long session, but we do leadership sessions which could probably be 3 hours or 4 hours kind of thing, or even 2 hours. Maybe usually at the end of the day, so that people can have their business day available to them and then come back and share a couple of views, maybe case presentations, etc. At the forum, we do several other things. We create a a comprehensive wisdom of leadership and wisdom of the industry. We are also assimilating and exposing the best practices that this industry is able to create. And we are also capturing benchmarking, which means how are organizations dealing and how these organizations fare against the best in the industry and between themselves, etc. So various studies like that also happen. We create design frameworks. We're going to be talking about a couple of, unveiling today. We will talk about one of the projects that we have undertaken in the past. It's, in our opinion, one of the most easy, creative, and a kind of a practitioner's handbook on how to deal with ground situation when we are looking at business services. So these are the kind of activities that we do. We have very senior leaders of the industry who help us do this. It's a small but a very powerful group of people contribute to the overall milieu of knowledge and information. In fact, I want to take this opportunity and talk about one of the contributors. Mostly everybody in here knows Ravi and another gentleman by the name of Rakesh Sinha. Hopefully Rakesh is still in the room, or he's in the rear last of the room. Very shy individual, but here is a minute on Rakesh. There is an organization which publishes a paper called Insight Success. This paper, it's a monthly magazine actually, is an international magazine, it's a global magazine. It has editions running in several countries of the world, including India. And Insight Success carried a survey which it did 2 months ago. In the month of October, it published a report from that survey towards the end of October. I want to just read out a section of this. To salute the great starters who have just taken the challenge to change the existing industry scenario by making their presence felt strongly, we have shortlisted 30 such brave hearts in our magazine, The 30 Most Influential Young Entrepreneurs of 2016. Mr. Rakesh Sinha, on the cover page. Amazing success. One of the founders of Shared Services Forum. That's the power of leadership that the world has recognized. So, today's forum. Well, today is a very, very unique conversation in some ways. There used to be a time, maybe a few years ago, when this word VUCA got coined, which I'm sure everyone has heard of. Now, what has happened is that most people have actually gotten sick of this word. Everyone's heard of VUCA. It was created by the American military to describe situation in Iran and Afghanistan, etc. And you know how businesses are. They steal terms and processes from the various other industries and institutionalize them in the industry that we operate. So they created this term VUCA. Everybody began talking about VUCA, but nobody really knew what to do about it. Shared Services Forum did come out with many, many solutions and suggestions on how organizations can create strategies to deal with VUCA. VUCA is not new. It's been around for a very, very long period of time. Yes, of course, it'll get worse. But very, very few people consider it new anymore. The trouble is, it's there. It's permanent. There used to be a time when 5-year plans were considered long-term plans. I don't think even a year's plan today is considered long-term. In fact, had it not been for the quarterly demands of Dalal Street, nobody would have even predicted, nobody wants to even predict the 1-year program. Because what is going to happen now, you can make the 2017 business plan. Well, let me tell you, by the time you are in July or August or September of 2017, that business plan would never have been even referred to. It's shelved, it's gone. And therefore, it's important for us to ensure that there is enough continuity in our business and in our thinking to be able to deal with the VUCA situation or this uncertain situation that is around us. And how we actually do that? By creating strategies of differentiation. How we can stand up and make that critical differentiation. So it's a time for us maybe to pause, sit back, reboot our strategy. And that's exactly what we are going to talk about today. So sit back and relax, but please keep your minds here, because this is one topic that you really, really want to concentrate on, given the so drastic a situation in the world today. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, a very, very warm welcome to the conclave, and I hope that you have a glorious time today. Thank you very much.